Who do I think I am, bro? I really just tried to move this tree. Like, really, who do I think I am? Honestly, dude. You good? Welcome to the video, guys. Um, I don't even think I gave you guys my name last time, so my name is Tony. I am on a self-development journey. I am looking to be the absolute best version of myself, and I like to yap, but I don't got nobody to yap to, so I'm yapping to y'all if y'all want to listen to my yaps. Take what you want, leave what you don't. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These are just my opinions and my thoughts on things that have happened in my life and things that I see in life. And today's topic is, I got a microphone, by the way. Why successful people are successful and poor people are poor. In other words, the differences between successful and poor people. We're just talking about one difference, but we might not. I want to start this by saying, if you want to be successful in this life, you're going to have to deal with a lot. You're going to have to go through a lot. And you're going to have to learn how to deal with all that. It's not going to be easy. Like, nothing worth it is easy. Nothing worth it is easy. Tell me something that's worth it that you can get it like that. And if you get it like that, you might not be able to keep it long. So, is it even worth it? Like, but yeah, like success in whatever aspect of life that you choose to chase success in, or be the best in, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to go through hardships. You're going to have to go through failure. You're going to have to go through lessons. But the difference between successful people and poor people is successful people understand that they have to have a high pain tolerance. You have to have a high pain tolerance to become a successful person, a truly successful person in all aspects of your life, your financial aspect, your mental aspect, your emotional aspect, and your spiritual aspect. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to want to do some things. Sometimes you're not going to feel like doing it. Sometimes you just flat out don't do it. But successful people understand how much that hurts them in the long run. So once they start slipping up, if they're actually going to be successful and if they're actually committed to this journey and willing to do actually whatever it takes and make those sacrifices that you have to make in order to get somewhere or to the next level, they make those sacrifices, they make those changes, and they sit with that pain, and they understand the growth in it, and they grow from it. And then they repeat the process, and then they go after this. And they understand that it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a little painful. Whatever type of pain it becomes, it's still pain, and you have to get used to that. You have to get comfortable in the uncomfortable so you can grow in all aspects of life, because it's not just happy things and success in this life. Like, you're not just going to make $1 million just by doing the bare minimum. And people really expect that. People really expect to live this dream life and go to all these places around the world and experience all these experiences and buy all these cool things, but they're not putting in the work. They're not doing anything about it. They're not asking themselves, what do I need to get better at? Where do I struggle at in my life? How can I get better in that struggle and not struggle there anymore? How can I level up in that area? How can I be a better brother, mother, father, uncle, like whatever you are? Like people have to make those conscious decisions to get better. And yeah, you could tell your friends or you could tell people to get better, but most of the time, if they don't want to, if they genuinely don't want to, they won't hear you. It'll go one in one ear, out the other immediately, and you can't do nothing about it until something, unfortunately, something happens, something terrible happens in their life that they have to sit and reflect and then realize, like, damn, my friend was telling me this. Like, I should have listened when he or she told me this. And that's what sucks about it. Like you gotta really focus on yourself. Like successful people understand you have to focus on yourself before you can focus on anybody else. You have to save yourself before you can save anybody else. Because most people like it's hard to like you're not anybody's parent. Nobody's your obligation. Like you don't have to tell these people all the things. Like I understand you care for these people and you want them to live in the highest potential. But if you don't see them seeing that in themselves, if they don't see that in themselves, it's really no point. You got to be the example. You got to be the person to change your life around. You got to be the person to break those bad habits and achieve those great things and have those great relationships and show love around the entire world. People are going to start to notice, like, hey, he's doing a lot right now and he's helping a lot of people and he's making a lot of money, or he looks like he's making a lot of money, and he has good relationships around him. He has good people around him. He has a great support system. Like, you just start to notice that, and it sparks something in them. It's either A, jealousy, they get mad and they feel like you betrayed them or some crazy shit, like, or B, which is what we all hope, you get inspired. My journey inspired you to go on your journey, and then your journey inspired them to go on their journey, and then their journey inspired this guy to go on his journey, and then it's just a chain. It's just a chain reaction, and I see it everywhere, and I love it, bro. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that chain. I want to help people out. I want to open people's eyes to the real abilities of our powers and the world. Like it is so beautiful. I'm only 20 years old and I've learned so much in such little time, and it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful to have learned what I learned in the short amount of time that I've been here, and I'm here to apply it. Like I'm here to put the absolute most effort I can in every aspect of my life for as long as I can live and enjoy it the whole way. It's beautiful, man. But but yeah, like okay, so yeah, successful people have high pain tolerance. Poor people run away from pain. Poor people are afraid of pain. Poor people think pain is their enemy. Poor people think um pain is out to get them. Poor people think the worst, like they think the absolute worst about pain, but they don't understand that there's a duality to life. Like you gotta feel the good. You gotta feel the bad so you can feel the good. You're not gonna appreciate all the good things if you never went through anything bad. You gotta go through the struggle. You gotta feel the pain. You gotta understand that. You gotta be your own hero. And then you look back at on your days where you were struggling and you hated your life, or you were at the bottom of the bottom, the lowest of the lows, and then you look back and you're like, wow, I really stuck it through. I really did this. I really changed my life for the better, and I became my hero. I became my hero. And that is a beautiful story. There's like, nobody's gonna want to listen to a story where that's like 5 seconds long. Like, yeah, I was born, uh, I went through high school, and then after high school, I started a dropshipping business, and then I've been rich ever since. Where's the pain? Where's the struggle? How did you like it's not fun to listen to something like that. Like it's quick. It's nothing to hook you in. Like nothing to be like, wow, how did you go through that? How did you make it through that? What? Like, oh my God, you are so you are so resilient and this and that. And again, it doesn't matter. Like other people's validation doesn't matter. But like I'm just saying, like if you're telling this story to somebody, like nobody's gonna want to listen to that. I wouldn't want to listen to my own story if that was that. Like I want to go through the pain. I want to go through the struggle. I like that because I know that's where I'm gonna grow the most. That's where I'm gonna learn the most. And I absolutely love that about life. Like that is the coolest thing you could live. And then the good parts come, and then you get to enjoy your fruits. You get to enjoy the fact that you made it through that low. You made it through that low. What's after a low? A high. You go straight up. You can't. There's nowhere like you can't go lower than low. You can't go lower than rock bottom. All you could go is up. So successful people also understand that once you're in that low, that high is around the corner. They get excited. They're like, yes, I'm at the lowest right now. That means I'm about to be at the highest. So let me get through this low right now and let me make it up there on top of that beautiful mountain that I can't even see yet, but I know it's right around that corner of pain. That is beautiful. That is exciting. That is exhilarating. Like this next week I'm going for like that's the goal. Pain. Pain. What type of pain can I inflict on myself so I can grow? So I can become a better person next week than I was last week. How can I do that? How? I'm gonna figure that out. I got my journal over here. I'm gonna write something down and I'm gonna prepare this next week. But in the meantime, I'm talking about this, like this life, man. You gotta really be on it. Like it's cool to have vices or whatever in the beginning, but like once you're starting to build something, like you have a dream and you see a life for you that you know for a fact is meant for you, and like any other path wouldn't feel right. You gotta go for that, man. You just gotta take the steps. Like I'm not gonna get over here if I stay right here. Like damn, I would really want to stand on that rock right now. I really want to stand on that rock right now. Damn, if only I could stand on that rock right now. I'm gonna just sit right here because that rock is so far away. I might slip and bust my head. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I really want to go to that rock. A successful person, someone who wants to get to that rock and doesn't care what happens if he gets to that rock, understands that if I slip, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm a take my careful steps. I'm gonna take my careful, calculated steps towards this rock, and I'm going to make it to my destination. So I take one step, and then I take another step. You see, I already got further than the other dude. I'm already further. I could chill right here, and I'm already ahead of him. Take another step. Oh, I'm getting closer. Another step. Another step. Another step. I'm across the rock already. I just passed the rock. Now I'm looking at another rock over there that I want to go to. So it's just like you got to take those steps, man. If you don't take those steps, you're not you're not gonna move. Like it's common sense. Like if you don't take those steps, how are you gonna get somewhere? Drive a car. How you gonna get in your car? You gonna crawl to it? How you gonna go to the microwave to heat up your food that you've been wanting all day? Like like you could crawl. You at least you moving. And like motion. You gotta keep in motion. You gotta keep in motion no matter what the goal, where the destination is, how lost you feel. You gotta keep moving because once you stop moving, that's when you lose sense of direction all over you. Like if I'm going this way and I forget how to get this way, I gotta keep moving. I gotta go around that area that I think I'm gonna go, and then I check out the different paths. I try to find my path and I try to get back on track. But if you like, oh fuck, oh I'm lost, I can't find myself, oh I'm stuck, I can't go nowhere, oh I'm so mad, I can't go nowhere, I can't go nowhere, but not moving nowhere. Like your legs still work, you're still not tired, you're still you're still nourished, like you're not starving or anything. So what's the problem? Why can't you move? Because your brain is telling you you're stuck. So you're not gonna move because your brain is telling you you're in a box. Why don't you look around? Why don't you take a step over here? Maybe you gotta go over here. Like you gotta figure it out, man. And a lot of people, like I don't even like calling poor people poor, but it's poor. It's poor actions, poor like thinking, and most of the time it's not their fault. So I don't even judge anybody. But like I said, I wanna help out as many people as I can, and I want to share my thoughts because I've been thinking about this since the other week. Like I've been holding this for the whole week. I've been wanting to tell people this same quote. Like success is pain tolerance. Like that's all it is, bro. If you could focus on having the highest pain tolerance you can have, you can do absolutely anything in this life. Like people always want to have like people who smoke, people who say, "Oh, I got a high weed tolerance or high alcohol tolerance. Like I gotta drink like 4, 5, 6 bottles of Don Julio just to get drunk." I'm like, hold on. You gotta smoke 5, 6, 7, 8 blunts just to get high. That's a high tolerance. You have a high tolerance. So it's not that like you've been doing it for a while, and just a little bit is not gonna do enough for you. So you could transfer that over to real life, like pain tolerance. Why am I so scared of pain? What does pain do to me? How do I get over pain? How do I get past pain? How do I embrace pain? How do I understand pain? And then how do I use pain to my advantage? How can I use pain? The thing everybody is scared of, most people are afraid of. How can I use that to my advantage to become successful in this life or to become whatever you want to become in this life? Or yeah, how? Okay, now where do you want to get? Why do you want to get there? Because if you don't have a why, then it's gonna be real easy to just run off that track and go straight to another one. Like, you gotta have a why. My why is my family, my future family. I'm trying to be a role model for my future kids who aren't even here yet. And I wanna show myself that I can do it. I wanna show myself that I can do it myself first. I wanna show the people around me that I can do it. And a whole lot of more stuff. I have a long list of whys. I actually need to write it down, every single one of them on one piece of paper. And yeah, I have a lot of whys. You gotta have a why. At least one good why. That's all you need.